Hi, Achim from InnerSpace Explorers. I'm in the middle of an ITC at the moment, level 2 ITC, and we ran into this discussion about bottom stages. It's basically not really level 2, it's more mod 100, which I'll actually talk in a separate video about. But it was an interesting one and I thought I'd share that on a video. So the question that came up is, what do you do if you do a dive that requires 2 bottom stages? Generally speaking, you would always tend to use bigger back tanks and 1 bottom stage, but let's say it's not possible, you're using 2 bottom stages. My first answer is buy a rebreather and get 1 bottom stage, because more than 1 bottom stage is always a pain in the butt. But let's say you do this dive open circuit, which again is a topic for itself today, looking at helium prices and etc. So there's actually a video in the pipeline about that. And you do this open circuit and you need 2 bottom stages. So that would be in the range that we're talking about. There would be 3 bottom stages, 3 deco stages and 2 bottom stages. So the 50 and the 100 would be on the leash, and that third deco gas, so the first one that I use in my dive, which in that case would be 2135, would be on the inside and the bottom stage would be on the outside. So the nice thing about that setup is when the shit hits the fan, and obviously you go first with your bottom stage, so you're down with your bottom stage is empty, you either put it in a nose clip or you send it to the surface. There's videos for this procedures on the channel. I put the links in the description. So the next thing that comes up is the next breathable gas, which means now there is a problem and you go towards the surface. So your first bailout gas, the first next breathable gas, so to speak, is right there. So if you have 2 bottom stages, obviously there's not more than 2 stages in the front. So if you have 2 bottom stages, you either have both of them here, so you empty the first one, you throw it away, you take the second one, it's like on a revolver, the next thing coming up, right? So first one's gone, second one. But now the problem is the next breathable gas, the one that would allow you to breathe from in the water column up, is on the leash. So question is, do you really want to then handle the leash? Not necessarily. So the other option would be to have that second bottom stage on the leash and that first decompression gas on the inside. So first one's gone, you throw it away. Now there's theoretically always the chance for, or the potential for human error, switching to the wrong gas. Second, if you want to use that second bottom stage, you have to handle the leash. Probably also the last thing you want to do on a dive that deep, where bottom gas goes fast. Now spend the time it takes to get that bottom stage off the leash and put it in the right position and then switch to it. So also not a very nice solution. So bottom line is, I simply don't recommend it. Yeah, there are dives that kind of require it. Of course, there's dives I did that required more than 1 bottom stage. The worst thing I ever did was 4, actually. It was a nightmare, looking back at it. And because probably 1/3 of my bottom time was wasted by handling tanks, switching gases, etc. Plus the risk involved that you always have as a gas switch, and switch to malfunctioning regulator or something. There's always theoretically the chance to switch to the wrong gas. I mean, you can eliminate that as much as possible by proper marking, by proper switching procedures, etc., etc. But I mean, it's humans make mistakes. So yeah, bottom line is, I do not really recommend to use more than 1 bottom stage. And if you do dives to a depth and with an extended bottom time that would require that, in my opinion today, the answer for that is use a rebreather. And there will be another video which is called The Future of Open Circuit Trimix Diving, that will come up in the next couple of weeks, and we'll look a little bit deeper into that topic, because yeah, helium prices are not really make excessive open circuit helium diving really affordable anymore. Anyway, I would be super interested to hear what you think about that, what your experience is if you did dives like that, how you like to handle that. If you have more than one bottom stage, put your comments in the comment section. If you like the channel, please give us thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. And if you subscribe, hit that little notification bell. If you like to discuss these things a little bit more in detail, please check out my Patreon site. That's a nice little community where we discuss a little bit more in private and more intense. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, for your time, and stay safe. Bye-bye.